You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
It's the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour on a Monday. Heidi, how you doing over there?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Yesterday was Easter, and I think the Easter Bunny forgot where we live because I didn't get any chocolate, which that's actually a good thing. So
I didn't know you wanted chocolate.
I don't want any. But we had a great turnout for the 5th annual Sioux Falls Easter egg hunt. Big thank you to the Guardians of the Children. They're the ones that put on that event, and it was a wonderful event. It was so much fun. This week, I'm excited to visit with some very funny comics in Sioux Falls. I'm going to be visiting with as many as I can who are going to be a part of the event this Friday, and I actually am blessed to be a part of this as well. I still think there must have been like a miscount or something. Somehow I was listed as one of the top 9 funniest comics in Sioux Falls. That doesn't seem right, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No, it really doesn't. But I feel very, very honored to be on the stage with some very funny people. And I'm going to be visiting with at least one of them, maybe a couple of them, coming up later this hour. And it is a thing called the Last Comic Standing. And it is a fundraiser for the Junior League of Sioux Falls. At first, I thought it was the Justice League. I'm like, why don't they just ask Batman for money? Isn't he Bruce Wayne? It's not the Justice League, though. It's the Junior League. See, this is why I shouldn't even be involved in this.
I wasn't going to say it.
I demand a recount. No, I'm really excited. It's going to be a great event. It's coming up this Friday. I've got a link on our Facebook page to the tickets, facebook.com/sunnyradio, facebook.com/Sioux Falls News, and you can also find all the details at siouxfallscomedy.com.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. Excited to visit right now with one of the very funny comics who will be a part of the event this Friday. It's called Last Comic Standing, and I've got William Conway joining me. William, how are you, sir?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, John.
Absolutely. Excited to chat with you. Now, I got to know you when you were in Sioux Falls, and then now you're kind of like touring and going all over the country, but we're excited to have you in town this week. Where is home base for you right now?
It's interesting that you asked that because it has been Branch, New Mexico, but that's probably going to be changing soon. Okay. I might be coming back to the Midwest.
Nice.
But, I mean, I would say in the next 60 to 90 days, it's a real crapshoot of where I'm going to end up. I have some eyes on New York. I have some eyes on Austin, Texas.
Nice.
It could even be Vegas. I have a really big decision in front of me because I definitely want to take a bolder step in my career. So I definitely, if I can get enough activity here in Sioux Falls, I'd like to stay here because I have a great network of support here. Otherwise, I'm going to be going to a major market.
Well, I'm excited for you wherever you end up. And the nice thing is, wherever you go, you do a really good job. You've got a very fun sense of humor, and I love your style of comedy. For people who haven't seen you, how would you describe your style of comedy, William?
I mean, it's definitely a storytelling style. There's not a whole lot of one-liners and stuff for me, which is actually tricky for like something like Friday because my style is more difficult to impress judges with because, I'm not coming with these rapid fire jokes, but so I just got to, tell better stories.
Nice. Well, and the thing that I like, your stories are fun stories, and these are stories you've lived, and you've had a very interesting life.
Yeah, super interesting. I believe it was Mark Twain said that tragedy plus time equals comedy. And my upbringing was pretty tragic, but I feel like it's been long enough that we can all laugh about it now. Like
absolutely,
that's what it feels like to me, anyway.
Well, I love, and again, in your story, there are good times and there are bad times, and I love the fact that even in the bad times, you find some humor in that. And I love that because, again, we all go through those things, but some people, they go through them and they self-destruct. You go through it and go, well, that wasn't very smart, but I learned from it.
Right. And I mean, that's the real trick of it is, getting to that point where you learn the lessons, because life has a way of repeating those lessons over and over until you learn them. So like learning them is like a super solid like way to go.
Absolutely.
Learn the lesson and move on. Otherwise, the universe is going to throw it right back at you.
Exactly. Again, our guest today, William Conway. He is one of the last comics standing this Friday night. It's at the district. It's a fundraiser for the Junior League. I'm excited to see you there, and I'm excited to the two of us get to be on stage, not at the same time, but we're both a part of this, and I'm honored to be on the stage with some very funny people like you.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited to see you too, because listen, I know your feelings, but I'm telling you, you got a fighter's chance in this, just like anybody else, man. Anybody can win this thing. It is going to be a great show. It
is. We've got on the ticket Jerry Irby, Nathan Hulse, Chris Friars, Skylar Bulks, Reed Baxter, Billy J. Puttergill, Alita Wendells, John Small, and the guy I'm chatting with right now, Mr. William Conway. And so that's 9 comics, 10 minutes each, so 90 minutes of very funny comedy. Dave Holly will be the host. There's also music from Blake Rave and the Unmentionables. It's going to be a really good time, and if you'd like to get a ticket, I've got a link to get them. I'll share that here in just a moment. But William, thank you again for being a part of this Friday, and thanks for taking some time to chat with me about it today.
Always a pleasure, John. Love you guys.
And again, if you would like to get tickets, thedistrictsf.com is where you go to find it. But I'm going to throw a link at SiouxFallsComedy.com, at Facebook.com/SunnyRadio, and at Facebook.com/SiouxFallsNews.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, April 10th, 1935, that word reaches town that Better Homes and Garden magazine honored Sioux Falls Japanese Garden with the Most Beautiful American Achievement Award, reserved for only the best and most beautiful community gardens in the nation. It's not just by chance that the city received the award. Sioux Falls Women's Historical Society had worked tirelessly to build and care for and protect the grounds, as well as putting together all of the necessary paperwork for submission. And if you've not yet had a chance to see the Sioux Falls Japanese Gardens, it's still beautiful today. This has been This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by SiouxFallsFunPage.com and Sunny 93.3.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, April 10th, brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Equity investors face a trying week filled with economic data and the start of peak reporting for the Q1 period. The economic calendar includes CPI, PPI, and retail sales data that could all point to trouble for the S&P 500. Inflation is expected to accelerate at the core level given the rise in oil prices, and retail sales will be weak. The combination suggests another FOMC rate hike is due and consumer spending will continue to fall. On the earnings front, reports from JP Morgan Chase, Citigroup, and Wells Fargo are due out Friday and mark the start of the peak reporting season. The banks are expected to post solid increases in business, but may give a cautious outlook given recent bank failures and the inflation outlook. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.